This video here is to talk about video game development and gaming engines. Now, this is where you want to be. If you want to make money, you want to be a video game designer. I strongly feel this way. Video games are just slowly taking over the entertainment industry. I'm for real about that. It's all about video games now. Movies are not even all that exciting. In like 5 hours, I'm going to go see this X-Men Days of Future Past, but I'm really not all excited. I want to see it back, but I'm really not all excited like I used to be for movies. I get excited for video game launches. Like when this Destiny game come out, I'm going to be the first one online at midnight to get that shit. Are you serious, people? Video games are taking over for real. We're 100% in next generation. If you wanna choose occupations, people, you wanna be a video game designer, a video game developer. Go to school to develop video games. I strongly feel that way. It's just, you can have the worst story in the world. If you have a fun, playing game and it plays very well, people don't really care about the story. The story's last. All you really need is what? 5% story and 95% gameplay. That's all you really need. That's how I feel. And this is just my personal opinion. I'm not out here to piss anyone off or hurt anyone's feelings. I just say gameplay means everything. Real time. I'm not really a turn-based person either. Real time action is everything. Games are just everything. You're interacting. You're online with multiplayer games, playing with other gamers, with people you don't even know. And now they're becoming your best friend. They're on your friends list. You see that guy, he just turned on his PlayStation. He turned on his Xbox. Because his ID, his gamer tag showed up on your screen. So now you want to play the same game he played. Or vice versa. They see you coming in, now they want to join your game. This is where my head is now. It's all about games. It's all about developing games. Now, I'm trying to be an indie gamer. I'm like, what do I need to get started with developing indie games? I'm like, do you need to know C++ to use these gaming engines to be an indie gamer? Because I know very little C, but I know how to print like Hello World. Now, do you need to be a high-end C+ programmer to use that Unreal Engine 5 and the Snowdrop engine, the Cry engine? There's another major engine out there. Snowdrop. I said Snowdrop. Frostbite engine. Red engine. These engines are superior. Is it that difficult to develop for these engines? I know you need a team and everything. You need some ideas, but I want to be involved with developing video games. I strongly think that's where the money is. If you have a good game, a good shoot 'em up, you have different variety of enemies, a different variety of item drops, you have a currency system, you have different attire for your character, a different appearance. It's all about character creation. You need very little story and a lot of gameplay action. I strongly feel that way for games. My goal now is to develop games. I've been acting for a few years. You're gonna see me in my major movie. We working on this project called End of the Fist and Last Night in China. But I think I want to be a game developer now. I'm serious about that. These games are just the Fox engine. These games are just simply fantastic. I want to be involved with developing video games. I know I need a team. When you're developing indie games, do you need to have a team help you with indie when you're making indie games, or if you're alone, it's going to take a long time to develop? Or what? I mean, I gotta call Sony again and say, hey, how can I get one of your kits? I want one of Sony's dev kits so bad. I really need that dev kit for my Mac. I have a Power Mac right now, and I just want to use that to the fullest of its extent. Because I'm just loving what I'm seeing. These games are looking better and better and better. I mean, they're just becoming too realistic. Like, I mean, wait till that Project Morpheus come out. That's just gonna just blow our minds right now. I mean, we're really just gonna be devastated. Can you imagine virtual reality in 1080p, 60 frames per second? We're absolutely gonna lose our minds. The way they're talking about that Project Morpheus. Project Morpheus looks like an absolute dream come true. Wait till I get my hands on that. We might have a problem with me getting to places on time, like going to work, going to the gym, going to class. People, the game industry is changing our lives. As soon as PlayStation 3 hit, I mean, we haven't been sleeping properly. Like, soon as PlayStation launched, the next day I'm staying up till like 4 in the morning. And from now on, from the PlayStation launch, I've been doing that from now on. I've been staying up till 4 in the morning playing PlayStation. And time just flies when you're playing these games. It just flies. These games are dominating our minds. And I'm looking at this Snowdrop engine, The Division. Every time I see this game, I'm like, I want it more and more now. It's becoming a big interest now. This is the best way to advertise your game, to show how it's made. Because right now, The Division looks like some serious RPG shoot 'em up type of a game. That open world. That's where we should go. Umbra engine is with the. This is what they use to make the Destiny. Destiny looks absolutely fantastic. That's another game that's just gonna blow our minds. I mean, I'm looking for friends left and right. I need more people on my ID, on my gamer tag for this game. I mean, Destiny looks like an absolute work of art. I mean, for real. I mean, how do I get my hands on one of these engines? I mean, how much does it cost to have the Unreal Engine 5? I mean, was it what 10 grand? 20 grand? 100 grand? Somebody got to comment me and tell me how much it costs to own the Unreal Engine 5. I think right now that's probably the top engine, top of the line gaming engine out there, the Unreal Engine 5. Because they are very well. I could be wrong. Somebody comment me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say the Unreal Engine 5 is probably one of the strongest engines out there. Because I'm seeing excellent lighting effects, shadow effects, excellent texture mapping, detail. It just looks fantastic. I mean, my only question, how do I get that engine? What kind of computer do you need to operate that engine? Will that work with a Mac Pro with 64 gigs of RAM? I mean, that's something I have to own. I mean, how do you get Unreal Engine 5? Or not even 5, Unreal Engine 4, Unreal Engine 3, one of the Unreal engines. I mean, it's just phenomenal engines. I mean, phenomenal graphical detail. Come on, gamers. It's time to start thinking, gamers. You want to be a game developer. I'm looking for schools to go to just to develop games. I went to DigiPens, and it was Vancouver, Canada. Then it went to Seattle, Washington. But DigiPens, it for some reason, it didn't work out. I learned how to print Hello World at DigiPens. It was in Redmond, Washington. It was right next to Nintendo's headquarters. That's when they had Howard Lincoln. But enough with that. I need one. I need an engine. I need a gaming engine. I got the Unity engine, but Unity engine it is nice and everything. I don't think you need to know C++, but it's nice to know that anyway. But I seriously want a team to develop games with. I mean, I need a serious team. I need like a 20-man team to develop the game I wanted to make. I'm thinking of a fantastic game. I can't wait till I get my hands on the engine and I have full knowledge of that engine. Gamers, this is the next generation for real. It's time to start thinking about occupations because the gaming industry is just taking over every occupation that's out there. I mean, it's just completely dominating. People changing occupations just to be a game designer. If you like this video, gamers, give me some comments on what you think about my topic here, about game engines, the Unreal Engine, about changing occupations. Give me some serious comments, gamers. Thank you for watching.